In today's complex world, we need to formulate holistic solutions that can address multifaceted challenges. Design thinking is useful in this sense and helps us think about problems through a process and address them with systemic perspectives. That is why at Consulus, we use this 3D design thinking method as an inclusive way to formulate solutions to problems. Here's how it works. The first step is dialogue. Dialogue, when done well, deepens our understanding of the hopes and concerns of the community. By listening with care and empathy with stakeholders, we can better sense the underlying issues that cause dysfunctional behaviors or suboptimal collaborations. The goal is not to get an agreement on viewpoints, but to learn from each other's perspectives why they think about issues in a certain way. The ability to initiate and have meaningful conversations among diverse stakeholders is a critical first step to discovering the cause that will then seed eventual solutions. Posture matters greatly. It is important to be adaptive, be willing to change, and constantly shift the posture of the conversation toward the needs of stakeholders. What matters most is to keep the conversation going, to increase understanding and trust. The next step is divergent thinking, which is about shaping a safe space to allow different pathways to a solution. To do this, be clear about the objectives, set up the rules of engagement, and explain how you intend to develop their inputs for meaningful outcomes. That allows people to engage better by knowing how they can participate meaningfully. The key here is to allow the exploration of different pathways and not be afraid to evolve approaches midway if you noticed that some people have not been engaged. That is essential as a sign to diverse stakeholders that the process is inclusive and fair, and that their presence and inputs matter to shape shared outcomes. The final step is to actualize the many thoughts and perspectives towards a probable solution, which is what we term dynamic creation. Design thinking works best when thoughts become realized through a tangible form, a prototype, that can be refined further after testing assumptions. The key is to be willing to define what it might look like as a solution without concluding too quickly. Some people might be overly cynical of change, resulting in no action taken at all towards change. So this process of dynamic creation helps to bring everyone on a journey toward a possible solution and remind everyone that it will always be a work in process. Start small. Begin with the basics to come up with an outline of the solution. It could be a new content outline for a program for inclusion, or something more tangible like a new product that might require some tooling capabilities. The important thing is not to be afraid, but to start by defining a solution as a tangible way to bring people together and move one step forward in solution development and evolution. Do not be afraid to take a stab at prototyping and testing out the prototype. This could be the first of many leading to the ultimate one that everyone will finally land on. But at least the process has begun. Prototyping can happen in many forms. During the process, whenever you find that some people are feeling left out, create ways to involve them and let them know that they can still contribute. A better world calls for more leaders and organizations to have the courage to imagine and test out holistic yet creative solutions. Will you step up to the challenge?